the city over there you see is Cristobal, and they said a lot of these ships are just waiting for whatever, you know. They aren't necessarily going to go through the canal. And they said that this port is, you know, used as the railroad that takes stuff from east to west as well. Coming up on the Millennium Bridge. And there is a, I don't know if you can tell, but the water split. There's a fork for the two different locks. And what you can't see is that there's a tug up there waiting for us. From the dining room.
That?
It's the bridge. Lighthouse is pretty distant. It's in the other lock. The tug stopped. That must mean we stopped. Oh yes, because we're getting close to the lock.
Panamanian soil. Then President Harry Truman evacuated all the U.S. bases located outside the Canal Zone. In 1955, Panama signed a 15-year lease with the U.S. to allow U.S. forces back onto the U.S. bases that were located on Panamanian soil. Then in 1964, anti-U.S. protests broke out within the Canal Zone. This was due to 5 U.S. troops. On January 16, 1997, Panama passed Law No. 5. This confirmed the 25 to 50-year leases for the U.S. constructed ports of Cristobal on the Atlantic, which just passed, and also Balboa. We're now proceeding to move forward at the speed of approximately 1.5 knots.
This is new locks. And then these are old locks over there. The ships are all lined up.
You are in somewhat of a semi-darkness.
It's leaving us. So now we're on the port side. All right, go ahead. We're on the port side. We were on the starboard side so that we'd be out of the sun. Oh, look, the guys are waving to us. And this is how far we've come so far. So not only are we on the port side, but before we were up on deck 16, and now we're back on our balcony, which is level 9. So it's a closer view. Less panoramic, but up close and personal. And if I can get it, but I think I see the next gate up there. Okay, although we're watching from our balcony, both the TVs, we have both the TVs in here set to the bow view. It's too crowded up there, but that's what it looks like at the front of the ship. And my understanding is they'll raise the water to here, and then they'll open these two gates, And then we'll be up in there. And then it'll happen again up on that one. And then we'll be in this big lake up there. And when we get into the big lake, we get off the ship to go on an excursion. You can't see it from here, but we're going to raise 20 feet. And the other chamber down there will lower as we raise up so that we can pass through. This is from our balcony. I'm just sitting in a chair on our balcony right now. And there's a road up there. And it's got razor wire. I never thought about it, but they probably really have to do a lot of security and protection of this canal. It's a very important shipping canal. Panama flat. So that's the gate to the second lock opening once the water levels are the same. And we'll go in there, and the same will happen with the next lockup. So we're in the second chamber. I'm using the ship's video because you can't shoot this from the balcony, and the up decks are so crowded there's no way you can get a front view right now. So we're using the ship's webcam to watch the process. It's a real great view though.
Crane has the extended boom. They are working on one of the valves, and they're replacing one of the valves, which does the transfer of water. So you'll see a little bit of work transpiring there. Now, for those able to see the bridge, when you'll see that the pilots have switched position. We do have our pilot that was on our starboard side now on our port side.
So those islands out there used to be lakes.
What, honey?
Those islands out there used to be lakes.
Used to be lakes.
I'm sorry. Used to be mountains.
Yeah.
Or they are mountains. Before it was all flooded to create the lake. So now they look like islands, but they were mountains. Making our way into the lake. The tug. Okay, this is hard shooting toward the sun, but we are now in the lake. And the canal is behind us.
That cement structure is Gatun Dam. Gatun is the name of the area and the lake.
You get that little bird?
I think so.
That dam was created from 1907-1913. Look at the sky. It's almost a rainy sky. Panama has 9 months rain.
Wow.
Summer months is January, February, and March. Canal pilot is in charge of the whole operation. There are 275 Panama Canal pilots. You know how many are women? How many women? No comments.
Say
No
none.
comments. Don't make comments. Don't ruin your vacation.
It was a termite thing.
Me too.
It's a howler monkey.
No, señora, that's not a monkey, baby. I love you. I will tell you.
Oh no, it's not.
That is a
Termites.
termite net.
Looks like
These are those spawns that they use
Have your
to
camera ready.
shoot the water back and forth with.
Do you see that zinc
This is
structure
preliminary.
in the little hill up there? Do you see that little zinc structure up there? Look to your 2 o'clock. That's where you're going to be. You are going to be there because that's the observation balcony of this visitor center. Another difference between the space, but your ship is bigger than this.
This is the American canal.
I'm glad Abdiel is the driver.
there's the
If I was
bridge on
driving,
that side.
Senora, we would be already
Yeah, there's a
down
boat
on the
coming
ship.
through right now. Cool.
Not very good driver. So I see a hat on the floor. This is another perspective.
And these
Very
gates
good.
become a road.
How wide is this?
Tell me this, sweetheart.
How wide is this?
1,400 feet. It is. It's my mother remarried when I was 16 to the most wonderful stepfather. He was a Marine, and he raised me up. You know what he used to tell me, Roxy? Many of us went to the war. Ocean to ocean train ride 1 hour. You pay $450 per container. Plus the crane maneuver. One vessel with
Nice Christmas tree. This is a big facility. It's got all the displays of flora and fauna. And it appears to be a shopping area. There's a big observation deck up there for getting good photos. And that's a history walk of 100 years. Banyo. And even a children's park over there. Yep. Yeah, I saw. There's our ship out there. I'll get a picture of that. And other ships in the lake that have come through the canal. Millennium Bridge in the background. Now I can see it. And then the canal. The locks of the canal.
Se compone de 16 unidades,
Entering
utilizando 8 para cada
the old
complejo, con puertas que fueron hechas de
Panama
acero
Canal.
estructural forward into the upper chamber. You can see in the bow, referring to the front side of the vessel, the tugboat, that is guiding the vessel to make guía a la embarcación para
Well,
que
you
se
couldn't even
mantenga
find a
todo el
place to
tiempo
stand
en
up
una
there
posición
earlier
correcta.
today.
Of the transit through the Panama Canal. It's a mandatory flag that means, in general, all the vessels transiting through the way was pilots. In the case of Emerald Princess, it's been assisted by 3 practice pilots. Their position is a navigational bridge that is the widened part of the vessel, because from this point we have the better visibility of the operation. Especial en esta maniobra. Por otro lado, debo decir también que la
American Canal on the west bank and the canal you use on the east bank right now. Is that your cruise ship on inside? I don't see well. That's your ship. It's in the second chamber, right?
Right.
Of the actual Panama Canal. Why do you think it was like that? Why? Was a military reason. Atlantic Defense Site, created by General Orders in 1912. And it was 2,000 workers died malaria yellow fever from 1880-1889.
This is it, huh? Wow.
Problems to the French, it turned into a 40-feet tidal wave, and they call it a mighty Chagrin River. The river forms there, and now the river is a very lazy tropical river. See it?
Oh, yeah.
But
I
this
see
river
crocodiles.
can tell histories. On the side of the dam, we have a hydroelectric. I'm hungry, but I'm offering this, senor. Plantain chips.
That's okay, thank you.
Yeah. You know,
I'm sorry. Nobody wants plantain chips. Yes, senor. you see that church?
No.
On the 1 o'clock? Look at it. Tell me what type of church is that. Tell me. Señora, let me ask them.
Gallon, not liter.
Galón. Because 1 gallon is 4
Even if it's a liter, it's still cheap.
A beautiful 5-star hotel. Hotel Belia, Panama. Beautiful. $79 on the 1 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Somebody bought the little enlisted the barracks. And he made little apartments that are 70 square meters and he rent them. Panama sells property by square meter. Now, this is kind of pretty still. People, the only maintenance they do is brush their teeth. That's it. Now, you see those buildings? That was the commissary, the fireman station, and this is what it is. And any of the military bases in Panama, except Clayton, that was the home of USARSO, the Southern Command, and Albrook, and some of them are collapsed. 6 months, nobody do anything but go house by house, screen all the water to eliminate the mosquito adult. And he gave an instruction, all houses will be built atop cement foundation. That's where you see the cement. It was in 1963 a School of Las Americas, and in 1940s it was a hospital. Everybody had, so this house, if you say, Rosie, how much this house cost? I'm gonna find one that says se vende, se alquila, and I will find out how much is it because somebody wants to relocate to Panama. So I want to see anybody that says se vende, and I will call. Now you see this tree here, pink? It's related to your Christmas poinsettia. It is the same. The only thing that here it blooms in pink and white is a poinsettia. Now you see this palm here with the red trunk? You know how we call this palm in Panama?
Christmas?
Lipstick palm.
Oh, lipstick. Oh, that's what she was talking about. I thought she said take a shower.
And also, you don't have the right of way. Not even in the parking lot. You know who has the right of way?
Who?
The guards.
Really?
Yes, the guards.
It's not a fair fight.
So what we're gonna do, Abdiel is gonna find a spot where you guys will get off, and you will walk under a pedestrian, and once you are back there, you're gonna be looking at a parking lot, and on the right hand is Super 99 because some lady wants to buy shampoo and she wants to buy pantyhose. Buy it. In the supermarket you can buy coffee, vanilla. It's very well packed.
It's packaged. You can
Like
take it.
any supermarket in the United States, in a sense. Like Albertson. To show
Oh, this must be the shopping center she's talking about?
Mangoes here, you can buy 20 mangoes for $1.
Margarita. 20
Because
mangoes for
mangoes are
$1.
rotting on the floor. A lady told me that she's from Los Angeles and she told me she...
That's right.
I want to show you something so you tell me what it is. And I want to tell you that whatever it is in use. We are exiting Cristobal. Somebody said Cristobal. Anything inside the former Canal Zone was called Cristobal. When we exit, we will be entering Colón, run by Panama. What? The prison. And there is people in there.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Yes,
But now-
that's what. Mire, you are 18. You kill somebody, you go 20 years there. You come out at 38, you kill again, you go another 20 years. Yes, Panama has no death penalty, no electrician. And the real bad going, the mothers are visiting their relative. So sad for the mother, or whatever. And there are Look at them. They are inside the prison. They are there. See? Now, the real bad guys are in an island 5 miles on the east bank of the canal, and it was
That's a
called
big
Cristobal.
stadium
And
there.
outside the fence, Colón. Honoring who? Christopher Columbus. If you want to buy vanilla, also a lady asked me if she can buy Johnny Black. You can buy liquor, but have them. No, everybody has them, okay? When you get off, it's a souvenir store on the right and one in the back, and you say this, Tawa. Can you say Tawa? Tawa, not. Tawa. Want to be in there still, they don't pay rent. They want to be there for free. What can I tell you? He's selling, I don't know this guy, but yes, and I'm going down there. This is the Panama candy, prepared of milk.
Well, we are back in port after going on an excursion that lasted way too long. We were only supposed to be gone about 3.5 hours, I think, and we've been gone 5.5 maybe. No food and stuff. And this bus, it just seemed like we were never getting off that bus. And anyway, so we're just gonna eat dinner in the room. Yeah, it's a rough day. It was interesting, excursion. Had it gone the way it was supposed to, where you just went to that place for the Panama Canal information and viewing spots and stuff, but instead they had to stall. So they drove us to all kinds of places and a lot of winding roads, and it's a little car sick, I think. So anyway, so just one last look, I think,